Hey everybody, it's Caroline from Wolfpack Woodcraft, and today I'm going to be sharing with you 5 games that you can bring camping. Now I've played all 5 of the games that I'm going to share with you today, and we're going to go through them from my least favorite all the way to my most favorite out of these 5. So to kick it off, we're going to be talking about the game Illusion. Really small, compact box, easy to bring with you. My favorite thing about this game is how easy it is to teach other people. It's an easy game with challenging decisions. You don't think it's going to be as hard as it is, but it's not so involved with thinking that you can't have a conversation with the person you're playing it with. So I really like that. The only downside to it is that it's a card game, so in some elements it's not ideal, but you always have your tent. The second game I'm sharing with you today is called Age of War. And this is a dice game, and I love chucking dice. There's just something about rolling dice that's just immediately fun. So I really like it. It's again an easy game because you're matching up your dice. Not a lot of strategy because you're relying on your dice, so it's luck driven. The thing that I don't like about it is depending on where you're at, like this table that I'm sitting at today, isn't completely solid because it's not a wood table, so when you're rolling the dice they can kind of bounce and go all over, so I don't like that part as much, but that's not really the game's fault. So Age of War. Number 3 is Welcome to the Dungeon. Now, this is a really fun game where you have a deck of cards that you're sorting monsters into the dungeon, and you're kind of bluffing your way through because you want to have monsters you can defeat in the dungeon in case you're the one who has to go through it, or you want to make it so the other person has to go through the dungeon and they're gonna die. So it's very interesting to kind of try to figure out what strategy the person you're playing against is using and how to make that work to your advantage. I also really like that there's a couple different characters you get to choose from. There's like a barbarian, a rogue, a mage, and a warrior. And it's just fun to pretend that you're this warrior going through the dungeon and slaying all these monsters to protect the kingdom. So that is a game that I highly recommend. The 4th game is called Fox in the Forest. Now, this is a trick-taking game, and I had never played a trick-taking game before we got this, so I didn't really know what to expect. Corey has played trick-taking games before, and he said that this gives you like a fun new twist because there's certain cards that do special things. So it's not like playing hearts, there's a twist with these different characters that have special abilities. It's just a fun way to change it up a little bit, and I really like the components. The cards are really pretty, gorgeous artwork, and the point system, instead of having to have a paper and pen and keep track of points that way, you actually have like these tokens that keep track of the points. I could play this game over and over again all day, even if I'm getting my butt kicked. Super fun. Now, the best game out of all 5 of these to bring camping with you is Hive Pocket. All the other games I shared with you today have cards, which can not be that fun if you're having to deal with wind, but these are made out of, I forgot what they're made out of, but they're these tiles, and they have different bugs on them, and the different bugs move a different way. Now this one is the most complex out of all the games. It can be a little confusing the first couple of times. It's nice to have the rule book on hand because you can forget how the different bugs move, but pretty much indestructible. Nice to take camping. This one is only 2 players at a time, but I really enjoy Hive as well. And that was Hive Pocket. Make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comment section down below what board games you like bringing with you camping. And tune in next week when we're playing yard games.